Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm going to do a day in the life. I'm not really doing anything interesting today, but I thought you might like to see what I'm getting up to with training and of course food, around everything with my running and whatnot. I am heading to an event this evening with Marks and Spencer's, which is something to do with food, so I'm excited about that one. But before we get going, I'm gonna have to go for a run this morning. I put it off yesterday. It's just a short one, but it's pouring with rain outside, and it was pouring with rain yesterday, and it's going to be pouring with rain tomorrow. So I guess I just have to suck it up and get out there. Today it is 3 by 5 minutes, and it'll be kind of fast-paced intervals. This is like kind of part of what we're doing as part of my training, which is increasing speed in order to work the legs a little bit more and get more out of each training session rather than just easy miles. Since I am so injury prone, this is something that my coach has thought would be quite good for me, because obviously the longer you're on your feet and pounding the pavement, then the more likely it is that you're going to get injury, basically. For me at least, because my body is broken and crap. Anyway, before I head out, I'm gonna have some coffee, and then I'm gonna go out, and then I can come back and have some breakfast, and then I'm going to get on with the day. That down me. Days that I'm working out are the only days that I can handle proper caffeinated coffee. I do actually have it on other days occasionally. I know I've shared it on here quite a lot, but it makes me some sort of buzzy mess, and I still drink it, and I don't know why. I'm just kind of an idiot. I think it will make me more focused, but instead of making me more focused, it makes me feel like I have ADHD or something, like I cannot focus on anything at once. But when I'm working out, it is a good performance enhancer, and it makes me less reluctant to get out there. So I mean, it's kind of my liquid motivation. And by the way, what it says in the cup, that's not how I feel today. Today I am thinking about running, but I don't want to go. So far it's taken me 40 minutes to get out the house because I have zero motivation today to get outside. You want to see what it's like? Yeah, that's kind of it. So that's nice. So just a quick reminder that everyone struggles with motivation. I assume even elite athletes, which I'm not, struggle a lot with motivation. But I messaged some of my friends who I met in the Run for Love, Tribe Run for Love out in the Azores. And basically their response was, your skin's waterproof. It doesn't matter if it's raining. If you did Run for Love, you can do 3 by 5 minutes or whatever I'm doing today, which is minuscule. I could have been back by now, so I'm about to go. I'm gonna do this. Bloody hell, let's do it. First interval done, 5 minutes. We're not doing it by pace, we're doing it by breathing. So the goal is to remain nasal only, which I asked you guys whether you knew why that was better. And basically the short answer is that it increases resistance of air getting into your lungs, which then increases the amount of time that your body's able to absorb oxygen, and most importantly expel carbon dioxide, which is, it's not lack of oxygen that makes us tired when we're running or doing exercise or whatever. It's usually the build-up of carbon dioxide. At least that's what I understand of it. That's what my coach has said, and it's super interesting. I'm not helping myself now by talking, but basically between each of the intervals I have to get my breathing down to just nasal only. As you can tell at the moment I'm puffing a little bit. The average pace was around 4 minutes per kilometre, I think. I felt pretty tough, and it was a bit of an obstacle course as well, because some woman kind of, she basically veered into my side of the road, watching me the whole time, and then stuck out her leg, like to the side. So I had to jump over it. There are a lot of weird people in London, I have to say. We're nearly down to the river, at which point my breathing will be back to normal, and I'm going to do another 5 minutes out, 5 minutes back, and then a cool down jog back home. Oh, that was tough. I definitely transitioned into not what I was supposed to be doing there, like breathing through my mouth. Which probably means I was going a little bit fast, and also I chose to go on the trail side of the river, which is currently like some sort of cross-country course. It's literally all mud. But it's all good practice for the trail runs I've got to do this year. My 2 longest runs this year are the Jurassic Coast Marathon and Race to the Stones, which is at the Cotswolds. It's 84 kilometers for me over 2 days, and it's hilly and it's muddy, and I honestly can't wait. So excited. 3rd round. I then jog back home. All I have to do is get back to where I came from. All done. That was 3 by 5 minutes, plus a little bit of cooling down in between, and that is an interval session, not a sort of long run, steady state sort of thing. So the point is that you go too fast for what would be the full thing, but that the recovery in between means that you can do the whole thing hopefully at approximately the same pace. I haven't checked mine yet. I'm sure it's totally uneven. That's something I have to work on. I actually felt surprisingly good. I quite like running fast. So why am I doing marathons? I honestly don't know. But anyway, felt good. Gonna walk across this bridge, get my breathing back to normal, and then jog the 2.5k or so back home. In case you're wondering what I'm listening to, it varies. On longer runs, slow runs, I tend to listen to podcasts because they keep my mind entertained. But on something like this, there's no way I can listen and run fast. Basically, my brain stops working. So on this run, I was listening to the Transformers soundtrack. I often listen to film music when studying, when running fast, like on the treadmill or whatever. Pirates of the Caribbean is another favourite. Gladiators. I've never even watched these films. I have obviously watched Pirates of the Caribbean, but never the others. But I like their music. So that's something I can recommend if you want a bit of motivation. Just got back and noticed that my shoes, not only are they soaking on the inside, but they're also incredibly muddy. A few people asked the other day when I was on a trail run how on earth I clean my shoes, and this is like nothing compared to most of the trail runs that I do, because obviously this is just like a track basically. I just thought I'd give some of my advice for what I do. I actually don't know if this is the official way of doing things, but when it's my trail shoes, I tend not to bother cleaning them too much because A, they're waterproofed and I don't want that waterproofing to go anywhere, and B, they're gonna get muddy anyway. They are literally made to get muddy. That is what they're there for. So I tend not to put them in the wash. But having said that, it's obviously quite uncomfortable running around with a kilo of mud on each foot. I leave them to dry and then I kind of bang them together to get the mud off, generally outside, so that they are a little bit lighter and so that the treads are still treads next time you wear them and not just like slides of mud basically. When it comes to my road shoes like these, it's obviously a little bit more important that they're not covered in mud. I've just got mud all over my house, so I'm gonna spend the next half an hour trying to clean that up. But what I do is, again, I wait for them to dry and then I try to brush the mud off down the sink or outside if I can. And then if they're seriously muddy, like if they're actually caked in mud, then I will put them in a pillowcase, kind of an old one, to put in the wash, and then I wash them on like 30 degrees, just on a quick wash, just to get off all the excess mud and dirt and all that kind of stuff. I quite like neat trainers, so I don't really like it when they're covered in mud. So I hope that helps. If you have any suggestions of your own, please let me know, because I kind of did this by trial and error, so it might not be the best way of doing things, so do let me know. I have mud literally, hang on, can you see this? All up and down my legs. It looks like I pooed myself. Anyway, sorry, that was really inappropriate. I'm going to go and have a shower and then clean up the floor from all the mud that I put on it, chuck the stuff in the wash, and then actually try and do some work today. So I managed to get myself dressed like a grown-up. This is actually a new
two-piece from a place called Me and M that was really kindly gifted to me yesterday. Like a child at Christmas, I have to use all the stuff that I'm gifted like immediately. But it's a beautiful print that makes me feel actually quite grown up for once, which is really nice. So it's a shirt, it's got a zip down the front so you can kind of open it, and then there's like a belt as well, so really like this. And my shoes are old Zara, little heel. I've got a dinner tonight, like I mentioned, so I think I want to be nicely dressed. It's a little bit overdressed for what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of hours, which is just sitting down on my laptop and writing. But yeah, perfect for this evening. So I'm going to head off to work now. I'm going to sit at a desk, try and get some work done. I reviewed a hotel last week, so I've just got to finish writing up the blog post for that and then hopefully get that out today. I'm really excited to share it actually, because I've got this new camera. Actually, let me show you. This is Canon EOS RP. I feel totally cameraed out. I literally had like one camera for running photography, videography before, and now I've got 3 cameras. One's my GoPro Hero 7, I think, which I secretly hate, but it is the most useful thing for running. And then I've got my Canon G7X Mark II, which is what I'm filming on at the moment. And then I've got this now, which is going to be really useful for trying to get some more professional shots when it comes to like food photography, hotel reviews, all that kind of stuff, because it's quite hard to get in low light with cameras like the one that I'm on at the moment. So yeah, this is my new one, and I've taken loads of cool photographs when I was out in the New Forest reviewing the hotel, and now basically my entire blog post is like a photo blog post. But there's nothing wrong with that, everyone likes pictures. So I'm gonna go and do that now, no more procrastination, and then I'm gonna go meet my friend later today, and then of course this event this evening. Just realised that I nearly left the house without having breakfast. I was literally like thinking about lunch and I was like, already hungry, why am I hungry? Oh yeah, I've not eaten yet today. So I'm gonna have a big bowl of cereal now before heading out. I don't know how that happened, I don't usually forget to eat. In the couple of hours, few hours that I was there. Finished, well, not finished, but nearly finished my accounts that I needed to do. The annoyances of being a freelancer or self-employed. So nearly finished that, finished my blog post that I needed to send out, and then working with a couple of other people on some future collabs as well that I needed to sort out. So feeling very productive. I'm currently listening to a podcast called the Rich Roll podcast. He is a plant-based endurance athlete, and he interviews a lot of people on all things plant-based endurance athletics. Basically just cool people who have done really cool things. It's quite inspirational. I'm listening to a guy at the moment who had open heart surgery to become a Navy SEAL, even though he like didn't know how to swim. So pretty cool. Puts everything into perspective a little bit. That I don't need to have open heart surgery to do anything that I want to do. So much rain. Yikes. On my way home now on a very nice day suddenly. Of course, when I go running it's pouring with rain, and then as soon as I'm inside it's really nice. I'm on my way home, and then I'm gonna go to a place called Matcha and Beyond for tea. And when I was in there working, I had a little snack and some juice to keep me motivated. Food is the best motivator. Just got home to 2 vitamin B12 boxes from Superdrug. I do take vitamin B12 already. This spray is what I've got at the moment, and it tastes really good. But I think it's super important for everyone who's vegan and even vegetarian to take vitamin B12 supplements. It is possible to be deficient whether you're vegan, vegetarian, or a meat eater. So in lieu of actually getting like a blood test and stuff, it's probably a good idea to take vitamin B12 anyway, because there are no side effects to taking too much of it. So for example, if you took the supplement but you were already sufficiently dosed up with vitamin B12, then you would just weird out. So grateful for that, and I'm gonna head out now to Matcha and Beyond and see Steph. It's about 4 PM, I'm just about to arrive, and I am so hungry that I have a feeling I'm gonna have a whole meal and then head off for my dinner, which I'm very excited about. Absolutely starving. There she is! I'm sat here with Steph, aka Natty Foodie Fitness. Can you introduce yourself and like who you are? She's been on my vlogs before, by the way, so if you don't know, you can go back and check out our military fitness test.
Maybe not.
Challenge.
Maybe not. It wasn't my best. It wasn't my best.
It wasn't her best, but there's lots of space for improvement. Can you introduce yourself?
So I'm basically a girl that likes to eat a lot. I do a bit of fitness, but
this is our starter.
That's the starter before the starters come, before the main comes, and then the dessert.
Go check out her YouTube channel and her Instagram. What are you doing your vlog on? Because I know you're vlogging today as well.
Guys, I've just told Flora what I'm doing this week. So this week I'm doing like a whole week just trying new things. But when I say trying new things, I'm going in.
It's not just new food, it is like scary stuff.
New experiences, let's just say.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Basically when I told Flora, she said she was getting anxiety from...
I was literally like...
Yeah, you didn't close your mouth for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, right. So I will link that because you will probably get it out for me.
Challenge.
Yeah, go check it out. I had to go back for seconds because Steph was eating a cake that isn't vegan and I got really jealous. So I got a little cupcake which is vanilla and matcha and very much needed. Yes, my dinner's in an hour and a half, but we don't judge, okay? Just rushing on to my next event. That was such a nice catch up with Steph. Anyone who follows me who's a freelancer or self-employed or, you know, even works somewhere that they're not like good friends with their colleagues can know that you can go literally weeks without seeing a friend or like actually sitting down and having a conversation with a friend, and I think that I'm absolutely fine with it because I'm actually quite an introvert. But when I then actually get around to speaking to someone that I like and that I get on really well with and actually having a proper conversation, it's a total game changer, and I realised how much I've missed it. So it was really nice to catch up with her. I'm now running a good 15 minutes late for my event, but I hope that in the event world 15 minutes late is like on time. If you arrive on time, it's early. It's like in France. That's how everything works. I'm quite full, I'm not gonna lie. I did have a full meal really at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and now it's 6:45 and I'm gonna have another full meal. This is a supper club, but I am not complaining about that. Life is good when you get a lot of meals in a day. That was such a fun evening. I feel really lucky to get invited to things like that because, well, not only do we get to try some of the best new releases out there, and of course being Veganuary, it's all about the new vegan products and all that kind of stuff, but also I get to meet some really cool people, and today I only knew like 2 people at the event, and I was sitting next to someone, actually going to put in her handle, plant-based Judy, called Judy, and she is lovely, and we had a great conversation like for the entire evening. And there are a lot of events that you go to where you just stick with the people that you know, and when you're sitting down for a dinner you don't really have the choice to do that if you're not sitting next to the person that you know. So yeah, it was really lovely to be able to chat to her and meet some other people, some of the Marks and Spencer's team as well, and of course try the no chicken Kiev, which was, I never really liked chicken Kievs, but this somehow was absolutely delicious and filled with garlic, which I love, so would thoroughly recommend that. I was literally on Twitter earlier today and saw the ad for it, and then saw all the comments being like, I cannot wait to try this, and I was like, I need to get that in my body ASAP. And then of course it was there tonight, so I'm a lucky gal, and I'm heading home now. I'm gonna end the vlog here because I'm not gonna do anything exciting at home except for brush my teeth and literally go to bed, because I'm pretty tired. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. As always, hit the subscribe button if you've not already, and comment down below if you've got anything interesting to say. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!